Good morning, my friends. Feels weird to be vlogging. I have missed you so much. I feel so out of the loop, but I watch when I can, and I miss you all so much. So life is finally starting to settle back into a routine, which is nice. I am finally starting to feel better. So I thought I'd come on and do a quick update while I'm in my car. My son started kindergarten yesterday, and my little girl started preschool yesterday. So I now have 4 days a week, from 8 until 12, all by my little lonesome, at least until February. So yeah, it's settling a little bit. I have been super sick. More sick than I was in my last pregnancy, which has been awful. I am almost 18 weeks pregnant, and so far I have lost about 11 pounds. I'm finally on the upswing after getting some medication settled, and being now in my second trimester is really helping, but I was really sick for a while. I would literally go days without eating just because everything I did eat would come back up, and I just did not feel good. And then on top of that, at about 9 weeks, I think, I was diagnosed with PUPS. Anyone who has ever heard of that before, it's something that happens to pregnant women. Most of the time it happens late in pregnancy, like 30 plus weeks, and it's basically head to toe hives that itch so bad that you could literally rip your own skin off. And it actually gets worse as your pregnancy goes along. Like I said, it's mostly late term, so it's actually something that's fairly expected to, a lot of the doctors induce women so that they give birth earlier so that the itching stops because it's so bad. Luckily for me, I've had maybe 3 bouts of the hives, but I got some topical cream to use, and it seems to calm things down. I've got lots of scars on my arms and legs from itching before I got help. It's just been awful. But I am trying to see the bright side, and like I said, I'm finally starting to feel better. I'm eating at least 2 proper meals a day. I get really full really fast. Baby is very good. We have had several ultrasounds already. I am what is considered an older pregnant woman. I am 36, and I did discuss it with my doctor because he said nowadays that is not unusual. However, they still like you to get like extra testing done if you're over 35. So my husband and I had to go 2 hours away to the big hospital in our state, and I had a very in-depth ultrasound. Basically, they're checking for things like Down syndrome and the tracheotomy, whatever it is, I'm not really sure. Everything looks fantastic. We had that done at 12 weeks. We were told at 12 weeks, we've tried really not putting too much bargain in it, but we were told at 12 weeks that based on the stenographer, the sonogrammer, whatever she's called, the ultrasound tech, from her best professional opinion, we are having another girl. So we will find out for sure in October, so in a few weeks. So I'm excited about that. Our kids are, excuse me, Our kids are super excited. I'm just barely starting to feel the baby kick. They can't really feel it on the outside yet, but it won't be long, and especially my son is just so excited. He just wants to feel it and see her and kiss her, and it's really amazing because he was only 1 when I got pregnant with Willow. She was born 3 days after his 2nd birthday, so it was kind of a rough time for us. He didn't understand during my pregnancy, and once she was born, it was a really hard adjustment for him. And Willow is old enough. I mean, she's 3 now. She'll be almost 4 when this baby is born, so she has a better grasp on it too, and I think it'll make for a really exciting time in our house, so that's good. I am not doing any kind of healthy eating plan. I mean, I'm eating healthy, but I have gone back to mostly full-fat dairy, and I mean, I still drink 1% milk because that's what I get for my kids. I don't drink milk anyways, but that's what I use. But I have gone back to real butter, full-fat cheese, things like that. Still eating like the Dannon Light and Fits, things like that, but right now I'm just trying to make sure that the baby is fed and healthy and getting the nutrients that she needs. So I'm trying to eat sensibly, but I went literally so long with almost nothing that I'm just kind of letting myself eat. When I'm hungry, I eat. When I'm craving something, I eat. I try really hard to limit my portions and watch what I'm consuming, but I'm not being so critical of it right now. However, I cannot wait to get back to it. I'm so excited to just be back on plan, feeling like I'm doing something good for my body. So I hope you are all doing well. I'm sorry, I actually did a video a couple weeks ago and I posted it, and for some reason I have not heard back. YouTube would not let me post it. It kept saying that it was against rules. There was no music in it. There was no product placement, nothing. It was just me talking. But for some reason, they would not let me post it, and I had already deleted all the information off my phone since it had uploaded. So I just scrapped it, and so I'm really sorry. I know I had mentioned to several of you who had asked that I had gotten a video and was putting it up, and it just didn't work. I don't know what happened with it, but I ended up just deleting the video, and I could watch it, but nobody else could. So I'm not really sure what happened, and I'm sorry that I haven't been updating much, but literally until about 2 weeks ago, I have been my poor husband. I am so grateful for the amazing people in my life, because not only does he work 15 or 16 hours most days, he would come home and do all the dishes. He was going grocery shopping for us for a while. He just, you know, there were a lot of things I just could not do. Some days I couldn't even get off the couch. I mean, my kids had a pretty boring summer. We did a lot of cuddling, a lot of playing with Play-Doh and things that we could do while I was sitting stationary. But we are past it, hopefully. I am feeling much better. I'm actually having a breakfast date with one of my girlfriends her and I have been friends for a couple of years. She has a daughter the same age as Grayson, and she and I have never done anything, just the two of us. We always have had at least 2 of our kids, at least her daughter and Grayson, and most of the time Willow. So her daughter started kindergarten this week too, so we are going to have breakfast this morning. I'm super excited about that, just to have a mom date, which is so necessary but so unutilized. So I hope you are all doing well. I miss you guys like crazy, and now that I am feeling better and have a little bit more time to myself, I am definitely going to try to update more often. So I will see you all soon. I hope you're doing well. Bye guys.